World Extermination Radio with your hosts, John, Vail, and Tanner West.
Piss down throat shit in cupped hands. Wipe our ass.
Are we live? I think we are. Okay, welcome to World Extermination Radio. I'm John 40-ounce Vail, and I'm here today with famous Doom World internet celebrity, joe-ilya.
Infamous. I'm infamous. Infamous.
You are? You're infamous? Why do you say that?
Because others say that.
Well, I don't know. I think you're really cool though. I've always liked playing your maps. One thing that people know about you is that you've made like not just a few maps, but like a fuckload of maps. Like, how many maps do you think you've made since you started mapping?
More than 100.
More than 100? Would you say it's like? Would you say it's like closer to like 200? I've played like. I know you have like. How many megawatts do you have? I know you made like 1024 ABC, and Lost Maps and Lost 2 Maps.
Lost Maps 2.
Jesus Christ, you made
Which
so
is
many.
still a work in progress.
Yeah. And then you also have like a new community project coming out too.
Yeah, and that has like 5 maps.
Yeah, going nowhere fast. It's
yeah,
cool.
I think I'm reaching the 200 maps.
Wow, man, that's crazy. You're like the most prolific Doom mapper there is.
Nah, that goes to Paul Confiaris.
Oh, you think so? Yeah, I don't know. I wonder how many maps he has.
He was mapping since the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah, but I wonder if he's made that many. I guess he has. He's made how many? I guess he's made
He made 10. I think he made 10 megawatts.
10 megawatts?
Maybe.
Is that true?
Over exaggerating, maybe.
Well, I know he made Whispers of Satan, and then he's also made Zone 300. Whispers of Satan, and then he's also made Zone 300. And what else did he make? He also
Twilight Zone 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. Twilight Zone 2.
He did.
Yeah. So when did you start mapping in the first place? Like when did you first get into Doom World and like making maps and stuff?
I was working in Doom World around 2011. Then I started mapping a year later.
Yeah.
And then I immediately made the 20 maps, and I wrapped it up, called it Doom Zero Alpha, and then submitted it on my first thread on Doom World. That's all.
Yeah. I remember when you were. I think the first map of yours that I played was when you released Doom Zero. And I thought that was really cool. I thought it was fun to watch your demos and stuff because you have a really cool way of playing. And I know that from watching like your Twitch stream. Like you're very aggressive and intense when you play, which is really fun to watch. It's not like other people who are like a little more like cautious and stuff. So like what
Yeah, it doesn't pay off in Ironman speedruns.
Yeah. So do you
I die at map 4 back to Saturn Max, and Genesis map 2 really early.
So
because I just want to make it look cool to play.
Yeah.
But then it just kills me all the time.
Yeah, but it's still fun to watch though. I mean, I've always liked watching your streams, and I like watching your demos too. I like it more than watching some other people because I know.
Did you watch the Legend of Legacy of Heroes? Did you see my speedrun for it?
No, I haven't. Well, what happens in it?
No, you didn't. There was a really extreme cyber demon run of some.
Yeah.
I barely did it. I mean, I didn't have any ammo. I was running low.
Oh yeah.
It was a really small cubicle, and I just quickly reached in and out, and the cyber demon didn't even kill me.
Oh man, that's so lucky. I love when that happens. Like, cause there's sometimes like
I played it What?
I'm sorry. Yeah, like sometimes when I'm playing, I'm like there's these parts where like I'll see monsters like around the corner and stuff, and like almost every time I play the map, the monster will shoot me, but sometimes it won't, and it'll just be like that one lucky circumstance where you like just get by, and that's like that like saves your entire speed run. Like just
Yeah,
to
that's like a pensions,
yeah like that random number
but you don't
generator
hurt
thing.
it.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about like what are some things you like to do besides Doom?
I like Minecraft I can play, but it really craps my computer up. It even makes the blue screen of death. It even does.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it always does it.
Oh, that's annoying.
My computer is awful.
Yeah.
And it's only a year old.
It's only a year old. Whoa. So what do you have? You have like Windows 10 or Windows 7?
7.
Windows 7. I have I've been using Windows 10 recently, and I just kind of got into it, and it's always like kind of it's always updating. That's something that always
Windows
bothers me.
10?
Yeah, Windows
I
10.
didn't know that.
Yeah, I always have to download updates like every couple months. It's really annoying.
Yeah, I don't have any updates. I relax.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's weird because every time Windows 10 will update, like sometimes my programs will change. Like I downloaded the older version of like Microsoft Paint recently so that I could like work on textures and stuff. And I hate using the new version of Microsoft Paint, but my computer
You're
updated
making
recently.
textures with MS Paint?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Well, I actually I use MS Paint, but I also use GIMP, and sometimes I use paint.net. And I also use another program called Irfanview, which is used to like convert files from like PNG to BMP and all kinds of different file extensions. But I have like a couple tutorials on Doom World where I show people how I can like make like textures, and I showed people how I can make skies with MS Paint recently. And I don't know, I've been using the program for so long. Like I started using it when I was like probably like 11 or 12 when I started like modding for things in the first place. Like I one of the first games I modded for was this game called Meteor, and it was like this tile based game, and it was kind of pixelated, so it was kind of easy to make graphics and stuff for it. And it's a little harder for Doom because it's a little more complex, but I've been using the program for so long, so I'm like really used to it.
Yeah, GIMP is good for recolors, and you do that a lot.
Yeah, GIMP is very good for that.
Make grants, cement textures.
Yeah.
All from Doom 2, just recolors.
Yeah. You do you make textures for your maps?
I make semi-textures.
Semi-textures? What does that mean?
Yeah, you can take a picture and make it as an Easter egg, or add text on an existing texture.
Oh, yeah.
Like on a grave, I added additional texture as a memorial of some sort.
Oh, okay. So,
kind of like that map in TNT.
The map in TNT, oh, right. The disaster area
just
one.
a texture with the font on it. That's what I do.
Well, that's cool though, because like I liked it reminds me of like in the early 90s when people would make they would make like these deathmatch maps, and they would have like phone numbers for their BBS numbers. Like, have you ever seen those before? Like you probably see them in Durango and stuff, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen it in Eric Harris's maps.
Yeah, like it'll have like those old like ads and stuff, and I always thought that was really cool because it reminded me of like what it was like to play Doom in the 90s.
It's like an advertisement.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I like that about your style because it does remind me a lot of like how it was like mapping in the 90s. Like you have a very interesting like abstract style, and I don't think a lot of people give you credit for that, and I don't think that's fair.
Well, I don't have I don't have access to many programs. All I have is MS Paint, so all I can do is resize, and that's all. Add fonts.
Yeah, but I always, but it just, I think I really like your style. I always thought it was like really interesting because it was like it is kind of like it reminds me of what it was like playing Doom like early in the
Wait,
90s.
the
Like
style of textures?
your style of mapping. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mean to go off track. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It seems like the community has evolved a lot, right? Like there's like the people like things that were cool like in the 1990s aren't really as cool today, right?
Um, I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, there was that sure impressive, but you can appreciate for what they were at the time.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Um, but do you like what kind of WODs do you get like your inspiration from? Like when you're making maps?
A lot, too many. I make
Too many?
a lot. I can make going down inspirations, Dwango inspirations, Doom 2 inspirations, Ancient Aliens inspirations.
Yeah, I've always gotten.
I'm inspired from everything.
Yeah.
Everything I see.
I've always got my best inspiration from like the Doom 2 iWads, and like Doom 2, Doom 1, TNT especially. I also really
Kama
like
Sutra.
yeah, Kama Sutra exactly.
That's
I
one.
definitely see Kama Sutra in your mapping style. I see it like sometimes
Oh,
I see Kama Sutra in your mapping style. Like when I look at your maps, it does remind me of Kama Sutra sometimes, because you like that hard fast gameplay, and you like sometimes like you'll have like one of the things that I think of when I think of Kama Sutra is that part with the wheelbarrow. You ever seen that thing? It's like made out of like
what?
step.
Wheelchair?
The wheelbarrow.
You say wheelchair?
It's like this thing.
Oh, wheelbarrow?
Yeah, the wheelbarrow. It's like it's made out of like step top textures.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Oh.
Go on.
Well, in this one level, I forget which one it is, but there's a part where there's like a wheel like a real life like wheelbarrow made out of like tiny sectors and step top, and
Oh, I remember there's a revolving door in there.
yeah, and it
train.
had the revolving door, yeah, all kinds of cool stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
that's what I like to do. It even has lighthouses.
yeah, yeah, I love that too. And I sometimes that reminds me of the maps that you make because like I remember in Lost 2 maps it reminded me a lot of that because there was a lot of like realistic stuff. Like one of the maps was like in a house with like there was like a kitchen and there was like an irrigation system outside with like plants and stuff. And it was cool because it like reminded me of like it was kind of cool to see something like that and it reminded me of Kama Sutra.
You mean Doom Zero?
I was
Or
playing Lost Maps 2. That's the one I was thinking of. Like one of my favorite levels in Lost Maps 2 was the library level.
What level?
I think it was map 3 or something like that. There was a level where it was like in a library, and I think it has like 500 monsters.
Oh, it's map 5. But
Map
it's
5.
Not made
That's
by
it.
Me. It's not made by me.
Oh, it's not you, really?
No, it's Sci-Fista.
Oh, really? He made that map in Lost Maps?
Yeah, it was for a project about realistic locations, but it quickly died.
Oh,
And his map was left in
I didn't know
Lost
that.
Maps 2.
I'm sorry, I didn't. I was giving you credit for Sci-Fi map, but I like your other maps too, though. But I mean, I liked I really liked the first level. That was really fun, and the second level where it's like in a bar, where it's like there's like Hell Knights and
Yeah,
imps and
it's in
stuff
a
behind the
bar.
bar. Yeah, that's it's so fun. I love that. It just your mapping style is just fun. You know, it's not like too realistic. It's not too. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and I think that's what Doom's all about, right?
Yeah, it's like a community chest community chest map 2.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in a police station, but it's really abstract and it still kind of remains fun without being too realistic.
Yeah, yeah. It just Doom can it needs to be like more fun. You know, like some people I think take their mapping a little too seriously, and it's not really fun for me to play maps that are just like too like a little too realistic, and like they have like kind of boring like monster progression and weapon
They look
progression.
more onto detail. They look more onto detail than they look onto the layout.
Yeah,
The monster
exactly.
movements.
Yeah, that's the impression I get from your mapping, because I think you take you take a lot of care into um like creating maps that are like fun to play around in. Like you can run around, there's enough space to move, there's plenty of monsters to kill, there's ammunition all over the place. It doesn't matter if it's not realistic, right? Like it just needs to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my most recent map, I'm combining Kama Sutra and going down.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, I'm making it realistic, but I'm also making it very detailed.
So how long have you been working on that? How long have you been working on that map, on that project?
For a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of weeks. That's what I have. And do more pictures.
How long does it usually take you to make a map?
A week.
A week?
Yeah, just one.
That's
But
pretty.
if I'm really going into detailing, then it takes more.
Oh, it can take an entire month?
No, not an entire month. Just this map takes more time because it's big. It's got a new sector almost every inch.
Oh, wow. That sounds really cool. I'm really excited to play it.
It's like the latest pictures they posted in the picture forum, only
Yeah.
with more buildings.
Hmm.
There's a blown up building, there's a lighthouse, there's a house with a roof, but it's made out of sky textures, but it looks like it's made out of wood.
That's pretty cool. Do you like doing that kind of like innovative stuff with the textures, like trying to make them look like something they're not?
Yeah, the first sky can be used as wood, the second can be used as snow, and the second can be used as flesh.
Whoa, I didn't think
Rocks.
about that. That's actually really cool. The second sky probably can be used as snow, because it's really like it's poofy and it looks white like snow.
It's fluffy.
Yeah, exactly. That's cool. I never really thought about that. That's a cool idea.
Yeah, taking the skies.
Yeah. So how do you think going nowhere fast is going to go? Do you think you're going to hit the megawatt mark? Like, do you think you're going to make all 32 levels, or do you think you might do like a short episode or something?
I'm really hesitant to say about something not positive about it.
Oh, I'm not. Well, no, it doesn't. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like it's not positive. The thing is, like, I got so annoyed when I was looking at that thread, because it seems like there were so many like people like giving you like criticism and stuff about how to manage a project, and I think that's kind of annoying. I mean,
Yeah,
it's your project.
I've made more community projects than them, and I succeeded more than them.
Yeah, exactly.
So they can suck my cock. I know what I'm doing, man.
Yeah, I know.
Don't bother me.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're doing, and it's I don't know. I think it's dumb, because like they got no room to talk about how to manage a project if they're not going to do it themselves, and you have done it before. Like you've managed projects before, right? Like you did Consumed Earth, right?
I made a couple successful ones.
Yeah, Consumed Earth was awesome.
And the other one, I forgot what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, it's dumb. I know what you mean though. Like it sucks when there's people in the community who give you a hard time. Like I don't know. Like I feel like people don't really understand you, and I think that's really all the problem is. Like I think if people like really understood you better, then maybe they wouldn't be so angry. But it sucks that like it seems like you've almost like built this reputation where like people kind of like, because like I guess people didn't like your maps when you first started mapping, and now they kind of like hold that against you, and that's so lame. Yeah, it's dumb. But I don't know. I really like your project, and I actually want to make a couple maps for it. I got to set some time aside though, because there's not really any other projects that have been interesting to me. But Going Nowhere Fast is definitely one of them. That looks awesome.
Yeah, thanks. What does it remind you of?
I was really impressed with some of the screenshots, and they do it. It reminds me. It reminds me of Demon Fear, and it also reminds me of Kama Sutra a little bit too, and a little bit of
I
Psych.
don't see the Demon Fear influence. But how do you see it there?
Well, some of the screenshots I looked at, they looked like kind of small maps, and like Demon Fear kind of had small maps like that. I don't know.
The first one?
Yeah.
The first picture, for example?
Yeah. It also kind of reminds me of. Have you ever played Dimensions of Time by Matt Tropiano?
Yeah, I played the whole thing.
Yeah, it reminds me of that too. And it's just like a cool, fun project.
Yeah, this were the early ones I played. They are the most influential for me.
Yeah.
And even more influential than Going Down, Ancient Aliens.
Yeah, a lot of my like more influential WODs were like some of the older stuff compared to like newer stuff. Like I get most of my inspiration from like Platonia Experiment and like the Doom 2 iWODs. And also some other older stuff too, like kind of like Agent Spork's Ultimate Simplicity. I get some inspiration from that. And I don't know, I've been trying new things lately. I've been trying to like get into working with lighting. I'd actually talk about that all the time.
And what about real life architecture?
I don't know. I do.
I tried that.
Yeah. I try to like I try to make stuff that looks just the best in Doom. So I like to use lots of like different angles and a lot of height variation. So I try to like avoid. This is just me personally. I try to avoid like more realistic kind of architecture. I try to like design stuff
You
that looks.
avoid it?
What? I'm sorry.
You avoid the realistic architecture?
Yeah, kind of, because I don't want to like create anything that looks too much like real life. I want to make it. I kind of want to feel like I'm in a different place.
No, but you can combine the two.
Yeah.
You can make it more simple than it looks in real life.
Yeah.
That's the charm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I suppose you're right. I do. I mean, a lot of my maps do take things from like real life type architecture. Like I do like, especially make the lighting realistic. I always like work on like shadows and stuff, and I always try to make them point away from light sources and stuff. But I also like to work with like extreme height variation and try to make things that kind of look like stuff that like wouldn't exist in real life, like in Doom 2, like maps like Circle of Death and like Blood Falls and things like that. Like those aren't really like real places, but I kind of like that fantasy style of it.
Because it's just a bunch of mazes with heights. That's
Yeah.
why it looks like that.
Yeah. What's your favorite?
I try to be more open. What?
What's your favorite monster to kill?
I don't know.
No.
What's the difference between the zombie men and imps?
Oh yeah.
They tie together.
I figured you would like revenants more.
No way.
You don't like revenants?
I like revenants, but definitely not my favorite.
Yeah. I like imps because you can put them like near barrels and stuff.
Yeah, the same with the zombies over there. It's kind of.
Yeah, right. Like if you use like rockets and stuff, I love when they all blow up and all kinds of stuff. I like that better. And sometimes I like that better than like fighting the bigger monsters like Barons of Hell and like Mancubus and stuff.
Yeah, but it's fun with Slaughterfest.
Yeah. Have you ever made any slaughter maps before, like Slaughterfest maps?
Yes, I've made one combining all the first few maps from Doom 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I first called it One Good Joe, but then I renamed it to something. It's to 13 Angry Cyber Demons. I was influenced by Skillcell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
I
made
was
those Archfire gimmicks and made it with Cyber Demons.
Yeah, I like skill salts mapping. I always liked I really like Ancient Aliens, and I really like Valiant and Vanguard especially. Vanguard I think was my favorite.
And Aliens is more intuitive.
Yeah.
It has UFOs. I've never seen these in the woods, so it has a soft spot.
Yeah. What kind of I know you really like we were talking about this earlier. You were talking about how you listen to punk rock music and stuff, right? What are some of your favorite bands?
Yeah. And I have a lot of bands that I like. I'm just going to give you a top 5. I'm just going to look for YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like Adhesive, 10-Foot Pole. You know
Oh,
those
10 Foot
bands?
Pole. I've listened to them before. They're kind of like a nardcore band, right?
I don't know what's nerdcore.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
into specific genres. I'm just listening to punk rock.
Oh, okay. Well, nardcore is like this it's like a subgenre of punk rock, and it started in Oxnard, California, which is in my country, but it's on the opposite side. I live on the East Coast, and Oxnard is on the West Coast, and that's where like a lot of bands started, and 10 Foot Pole was one of them. Like bands like Ill Repute.
I listen to various
Yeah.
styles of punk rock bands. Some are more immature than others. Some are more serious. Some are less out of key.
Yeah.
It's varied on how you feel.
Yeah.
What do you want to listen?
Yeah.
There's
Exactly.
even emo stuff with the punks before emo was a name given.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was like a Jimmy Eat World, the first album, and a Jawbreaker.
That's funny because I used to listen to Jimmy Eat World when I first got into music. That was one of the first bands I got into, and I only had one album, but it was one of their newer albums. I forget. Well, I mean, it's not new now, but at the time it was new. I forget what the name of the album was, but I remember distinctly that I only liked like one or two of the songs on the album, and the rest of them were kind of crap, and I was really disappointed. And then I started finding out more about like punk rock bands, and then I found like entire bands, like punk rock bands and like death metal bands, that I can listen to their entire album from start to finish, and it's awesome all the time. And
Jimmy Eat World, their first album is great.
their first album?
It's nothing too modern.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It sounds more punkish and less sell stylish. I don't know.
yeah. I one of the bands I listened to recently that has like a really cool first album is Nirvana. Their first album is like really like it's really like metal and like punk like, and it's like way different than like the newer stuff that they've come out since then, like Nevermind and stuff. Even though those albums are still good, their first album is just like way different. Like they have like their own style. Like it seems like some bands like their style changes as they make newer albums.
But they can change it back, like for example with NoFX.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they changed. No Effects definitely changed their style.
They had more hardcore stuff, then they had more melodic, then skateboardish.
Yeah.
Then they went political.
Yeah, exactly. They went really political. Like they have like on War on Errorism, they have all kinds of like George Bush like anti like not my president type stuff.
I
Yeah.
can appreciate what they do. I like their
Yeah, me too.
men in wolves clothing.
Yeah. What kind of TV shows do you like? Like I know we can because I know we talked about this once before. We both like Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In King of the Hill and Darling.
Yeah, I like King of the Hill too.
It's all written by Mike Judge.
Yeah.
She can make a simple life look more appealing
Yeah.
than all these fantasies that you see.
Yeah, right.
That like Futurama.
Yeah, I like
Although I
Futurama too.
like Futurama as well.
I liked the first couple of seasons of Futurama, but the later seasons get they get really repetitive, don't they? It seems like they're kind of like making the same jokes over and over again. I don't know.
I haven't seen I've seen the first 3 seasons.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They were creative. They're rather creative.
Yeah, the first 3 seasons are great. Those are the ones I remember the most. But the newer seasons get kind of
the Fried wins some water god, and then they have to punch him till he cries the god out. Those are all kind of surrealistic kind of thoughts.
Yeah. So what's your favorite sword sport to play Doom on?
I like Pierre Boom when I don't want anything fancy, but I can play with Xenom or Zendronum if I want to play with ones like Complex Doom or Smooth Doom.
Yeah. Do you play Doom online too? Do you play like online multiplayer?
Yeah, I play Jump Maze, I play Survival.
Yeah.
You know Jump Maze?
Yeah, I've heard of Jump Maze before. That's where you use the rocket launcher to rocket jump off like onto like jumps and hills and stuff.
No, it's not rocket jump.
Oh, it's not
It's
something.
just Jump Mazes, just the jumping regular jump.
Oh, you just regular jump. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried making a Jump Maze map before?
Yeah, but I quickly stopped because I was lazy. There's so many floors that we have to tag with the specific actors that make all specific stuff. It's really blending my brain.
It's too much work.
Yeah, especially when I try to. The first map I tried to make a jump maze map is a speed map, so I didn't have time anyways.
Oh, okay. Have you made do you play any like deathmatch or like one-on-one type games like Capture the Flag and
yeah, deathmatch.
Yeah, you play
I can
deathmatch.
definitely appreciate a duo or a deathmatch, especially deathmatch. It's more fun.
Have you ever played in like a clan before?
No, I just made up a clan that's called No Clan. It just means you have no clan. I don't know why I did that, but I thought it was cool that you have no clan. You're an atheist.
Yeah. That's funny. Have you So I guess you probably don't. Do you pay any attention to like the like what kind of do you play like any? Do you watch any like kind of like speedrunners or anything? Like, do you have any like favorite speedrunners or anything, or do you?
Yes, Zero Master, of course.
Zero Master.
The Master.
Yeah, that's right. Because he did that awesome speedrun of Doom 2 recently, where he beat it in under 20 minutes.
And I watched the two sister speedruns.
Yeah.
With the full Doom 2 episodes done really quick and to the point. I like that Rumble Bones will finished the whole Doom 2 in 14 minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
X's where he finished Kamasutra in 6 minutes, I think.
Yeah, I was so blown away when I
All
saw.
kind of crazy demos
Yeah,
of the whole game.
yeah, I saw him do the speed run of Doom 2, but he was doing it on Nightmare, and he does it without taking any damage. And I was like, whoa, that was an amazing. Have you ever seen that before? I couldn't believe how he got through
I
map 2.
watched it with Ultra Violence
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah. How about do you ever watch Bloodite Crypto? He does some awesome runs through the Doom World Iron
Yeah,
Man challenge.
I watched his Iron Man challenge.
Yeah.
Close to speedy shit.
Yeah. I couldn't believe he got through the whole thing.
Yeah, I really thought he'd die where I died.
Yeah.
The Spider Demons, where you died as well.
Yeah.
With me.
Yeah, because there's some parts it was like, yeah, that's right. And core speedy shit, that was tough. Because I forget what map it was. I think it was maybe like map 7 or something. But is that the part with the spider mastermind?
Yeah.
I always hate that when you like teleport into a new place and you have no idea what's going on and you're always surrounded by monsters and stuff. I always hate walking in teleports.
It was pure luck on his side.
Yeah, exactly.
He went to that corner.
Yeah, I know. I got in there and I didn't know what to do. I just panicked. I ran into like any place I could go. And
I tried to climb a lift and then died.
Have you tried the new Iron Man challenge, Back to Saturn X?
Yeah, I've tried it, but I died in map 4.
You got to map 4?
Yeah, I died at map 4.
I wonder who's winning so far. I haven't actually checked. What was your favorite Iron Man challenge to do?
I don't remember the Iron challenges there were, but my favorite was I have a list. My favorite was called Speedy Shit, of course.
Yeah.
It was a vanilla-ish frenzy one. I liked it. The worst offender was the Crusades with all the barons.
Yeah, that was so tough.
The Yaki. I couldn't stand it.
Yeah, that caught me off guard too. I was playing the map and I got to map 6, I think. Yeah, and there was this part where I went up an elevator and there's 2 Hell Barons there and there's no space to move and I tried to circle around them and they ended up forming a wall and they kind of closed me into a corner. Hell Barons are annoying, especially when you don't have a super shotgun or a plasma gun.
But when you have a plasma, you don't have a plasma. I did have a plasma.
Yeah, I didn't have a plasma.
I still died because I had no ammo.
Yeah, that I think that happened to me too. I think I had too little ammo. I think I did have a plasma gun, but I think I only had maybe 30, 40 cells or something like that. And it just wasn't enough to blow the Hell Barons away.
Yeah, even when you shoot everything, that's filler with a regular shotgun.
Yeah, the regular shotgun sucks. It just doesn't get you very far.
It really needed more bullets. That's all it needed. More than shells.
Yeah, the bullets would have worked because you can kind of stun lock him, right? You can kind of shoot him enough times so he doesn't throw any fireballs.
You can shoot everything constantly.
Yeah.
And you can just spray everything. That's all you do. So it's more fun. It's more twisty.
Yeah. So
same with the Sober Shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's
So what do you want to talk about? What are some things you like about Doom?
About what?
What are some things you like about Doom and the Doom community?
I like the mapping. That's what I do. Why I do mapping.
I love Doom mapping too. I love that there's other people that can make maps all the time and You can download new maps all the time. Like WAD's and Mods section, it's always full of new stuff. Like if you make a new thread on WADs and Mods, like in about a week, it'll be already on page 2. There's just new stuff coming out all the time. Well, I mean, like on the forums, like when you post a forum thread, and for like a new project and like the WADs and Mods section, there's always new threads coming up, so it kind of bumps it all the way to page 2, and that can happen in like just a couple of days, just because there's new stuff coming out all the time.
Mostly it happens in 10 hours.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. But it's great that we have so much new stuff to play all the time.
Overpopulation.
Yeah. Do you think you play Doom more, or do you think you map Doom more?
I think I map more, way more.
You think you map more? Well, I think I do most. I play a lot more than I do mapping, and I guess it shows because I haven't released any stuff recently. But do you think?
Well, I can relax. I don't have to panic all the time. So it's all the time.
Yeah. So do you think you like mapping more than playing, or do you prefer playing it more?
I don't mind playing.
You don't mind playing?
I can probably have the time to listen to music.
Yeah. To listen to music, is that what you said?
Yeah, I listen to music while mapping. But while you playing?
Yeah, that always makes mapping easier for me.
It's distracting from the noise you have to chase.
Yeah, right.
I played UAC Ultra, World,
the
Ironman Challenge, and I played it with music. A trap with imps opened behind me. I didn't hear them because of the music, and I died because they fucking shot at me in the back.
Yeah.
All the 100 imps pouring from the back door of the starting line.
Yeah. And you get that? Do you usually listen to like the MIDI music that comes with the WAD, or do you? I guess you were just saying because
yeah, I listen to MIDI.
Yeah.
I listen to MIDI.
Do you have any favorite?
If it doesn't have a soundtrack, then I pop in a music called H revealed or vacuum music.
Yeah, I love Hell Revealed music. Yeah, some of my favorite music. So like what are your favorite tracks from Doom 2?
I like Doom.
Yeah, I like that one too.
The MIDI Doom.
Yeah, the one.
Favorite, but I like the TNT soundtrack way more.
Yeah, the TNT soundtrack's nice too, especially like the first song.
It sounds more alive.
Yeah.
More alive. It has those melancholy melodies that you could fit really well with the immersive gameplay. It sets you rather than the other MIDIs in Doom.
Yeah. Yeah, they're yeah, exactly. You said they're more alive. I like that too. Like some of them are like some of the really fast ones are really fast, and the quiet ones are like really kind of like creepy in a way. And
in Doom 2, the sound of the MIDI in the dark is really not that much of a fun music to listen to while you're slaughtering monsters non-stop.
yeah, exactly. It's kind of like droning and kind of boring. It's not exactly. Well, I don't know. It's still a cool song, but I know what you mean. It's not something you want to listen to.
It doesn't fit.
Yeah, it doesn't fit when you're fighting tons of monsters.
Yeah, especially with map 6 and the map where you crush an entire spider mastermind, and then we have in the background is some monotone drumming.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
Or with map 24, it has the same sound, the same MIDI. You're walking on tight edges, you are on the edge of life and death.
Yeah.
You have the same moment on drum.
Yeah, you're making these like huge jumps, and it has like those really mean traps too, like that one with where you get the berserk and like 6 chain gunner guys come out. That music doesn't fit at all.
Yeah, and the one with the lost souls, where if they knock you off, you'll fall into an inescapable pit.
Yeah. And it's just like do 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 do. And-
Yeah, it sounds like it's gonna control you.
yeah.
But then it sets into a goofy kind of haunted house in the middle with the ghostly sounds.
Yeah.
Just,
What WAD do you think?
"Oohs."
Yeah. What WAD do you think has the best music?
I wonder what.
PWAD.
They'll reveal too.
I'll reveal too. I like
It's a classic.
yeah. Yeah, I
It's a
really
modern classic.
yeah, I love Hell Revealed 2's music. I've also really liked Memento Mori and Memento Mori 2. I always like those Mark Clem tracks. And another one I really like is Hell Revealed 1 because it has like the Rise of the Triad music.
It's goofy thing.
Yeah, the Rise of the Triad the Rise of the Triad music always gets me pumped up.
Not all of it is pumping. There's some hellish music here. The music they need to use suck. For example,
Yeah.
that one is spooky game over music. Like you're gonna die and you're in hell and you're still gonna die.
Yeah.
It's not pumping, not a beat.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. I guess you're right. So what are you up to tomorrow?
Nothing.
Nothing. Well, what do you do?
Nothing to do.
Do you do
What?
you do like streaming and stuff though, right? So are you going to be like at your computer like making maps and stuff, or like do you stream gameplay, or what are you planning on doing tomorrow?
Yeah, I stream gameplay, but I can only stream at night
You can
because my computer constantly logs during the day. But I have a school the next day, so I can't really have much time.
Oh, okay. So are you going to be streaming tomorrow?
No,
Probably not.
on the weekend.
Mm.
On the weekend I'll be streaming.
Oh, okay.
This Thursday I'll be streaming.
Oh, well, that's good. So yeah, so people can find you on your Twitch stream, right? You have it's twitch.tv/ what is it? Is JOE
Joe_Ilya.
Joe_Ilya. And you also have a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
What is what's the YouTube? Yeah, so people know.
It's Joe space -Ilya.
All right. So what other?
I had space because it makes me do it on the Google Plus account.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
some sort of last name and first name.
Yeah. All right. So what else? Where else can people find you? Do you have like? I guess we found out that you use Discord. I just found that out today because we had to do that
You can
because
find me on
having all these freaking all these problems with Skype. So we had to use Discord today. So you use Discord. What else do you use? Where can people find you? Like what do you have? You have an account on Doom World.
in Doom World, of course.
Yeah.
And Doom Wiki, I'm contributing there too.
Do you have any new
Doom
projects
Wiki,
coming up that people should know about?
Community projects?
Well, do you have any new projects that you're working on that you want people to know about, or are you just gonna wait to announce it?
I have Drongo 9, I have a Kuchitsu 2, and And Lost Maps 2 is still unfinished because the project is I'm not sure if my maps are actually lost or not. Because, for example, my Mountain Erebus map for the Ultimate Doom in name only is still there, but I'm kind of on the edge that the project is going to die.
Oh, okay. So you're kind of like,
it's not active.
Yeah, right. So you're kind of like, you're not sure whether to use it in your Lost 2 maps or not.
Yeah, so I'm stuck.
Yeah, that's annoying with community
Stuck in
projects.
limbo.
Yeah, because you don't know if they're going to die or not. But I guess it's good that you can use them in your Lost Maps pack. In your Lost Maps pack. Okay, so all right, so people know to find you on Doom World, and then you also have the Going Nowhere Fast community project. I guess more people got to start making maps for that, man, because that's a cool project. I hope more people find out about it because it's cool. And
too bad it's already slipped into the second page.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll change that. I'll try and make a map for you. I'll get a map. I'll try to get the interest generated by making some maps for it. If I can get around to
you're
it.
going to do for?
I want to try that Western theme episode because I don't see any people making maps for that, so I want to try that. Especially because
cool.
Yeah, because I want to check out
someone made a Wayne Progress map.
Yeah.
And Walter Confalonieri.
I love that guy. I love that guy. He makes a map for like every project.
Yeah, he makes small maps, so he has that.
Yeah, and they're always fun to play too. All right.
Could you take map 7 in the end of the map?
Yeah, I could try it.
Off with the mancubuses.
Yeah, I could do a map 7. Yeah, I'll give that a try.
With the shoot off in the end with mancubuses.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so yeah, I'll do that.
The exit switch will teleport you outside, and then you have to kill the mancubuses, and then you can exit the level. That's
a cool idea. I'll definitely do that. And I hope other people who are listening will give this a try too. I want to see more people making maps for that project because it's a cool project, and I think all the people who talk shit on it, I think they have to learn. I think they'll have to see that you can make some awesome projects too.
Yeah, especially if Fuzzball Fox, she really wants me to do something, not just relay on others.
Yeah,
what does that mean?
I know. I don't want to mean too much disrespect to other people, but I know you get disrespect too, and that's not really fair. But I don't want to call anybody out because I think people just don't understand, and it sucks when people are mean. But I don't know. I'd like to see the community be more positive overall.
They're kind of positive, you know. It can be when you please them enough. I can be.
Yeah, well, that's not always the case. You don't have to be a people pleaser all the time. I mean, sometimes it's a good thing that you do just what you want to do, you know, because
No, but it's a matter of fact that I'm supposed to do eye candy, so people will contribute to the community project. It's not like I'm doing it for myself. Like Kidwan, for example, we just made it pure for fun, not for eye candy.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
I have a map in 119 when it's like a quick time event. You know?
Yeah.
You push a button and you have to quickly push a button before archfiles or some chain guns, or I don't know. I haven't decided what to put in yet. But you have to quickly push a switch. So they all blow up and you beat the level.
Yeah.
I mean, after the Romero dies, after all the Romeros die, they make all sorts of explosions which you can kill. So that's what I'm going to use. To kill everything.
That sounds really cool. Okay, so all right, so people know to find you on Doom World, and you got this project coming up, and you have some other projects that you're working on, and you're going to be trying to do a Twitch stream later this week. All right, so I guess we can wrap this up. It was good talking to you, man. I'm really glad we got to do this. All right, so take care, Space Marines. We'll do another episode maybe sometime next week, or possibly even tomorrow if we can find someone to fill in a spot real quick. And yeah, keep in touch and keep listening, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye.